it goes. Don't need the speed and power when you have the traction.
You're on fire. You have a fire extinguisher?
I've been here before. I didn't know where this was.
Weather. So we're going to divide off into probably 3 groups this morning. As you can imagine, the trails are sopping wet. Howdy, welcome back to the Addicted Motors YouTube channel. My name is Troy and we're back at Pearls Pond to do a little bit of trail cleaning. So I'm back in the cheap project trail truck, white D1, and it's now equipped with my Superwinch. So I'm trail ready, I guess you could say. And we're back for another ROAV trail cleaning weekend to get the Pearls Pond Mar location cleaned up, and that is including another new property that might be included for RTV, Mr. Mike McCaig's property. So the completion of these trails, or I guess the recutting or the reopening of them, would harken back to, I guess, the ROAV group's one of their original meeting points, and open up a little bit of, entice a little bit of nostalgia that's going to be associated with the club's heritage. We're going to go out there, scope out those old trails, see if they're still around, and see if we can spruce them up a little bit. And from our little Rover group, we've got Zach in his 2004 D2. Ian in the Range Rover Classic. We got Will in his new to him, or newly, mostly built, haven't featured the truck much on the channel before, D1, and Reed in the Red 90, the famous Red 90. So let's see what we can get into today. So currently we're behind Mike McCaig's little series trucks heading out to that new area on the back roads that connect Pearls Pond to his property. And man, a lovely little Rover day. Besides the fact that I allegedly got a ticket this morning. It doesn't even drive. Like Speedo doesn't work. One of those deals. What a great way to start the morning. But yeah, the truck's running very well. It's still impressive to me that this 240,000 mile D1 just goes. It just keeps going. I feel like if I don't keep driving it, it will be unhappy and it will die. So just gotta keep things flowing. Alright, now these trails haven't been driven in, well, publicly in 30 or 40 years, so hopefully there won't be too much work to get things prepped, but that's not how these things usually go. And it's been raining for about 2 days here in this part of Virginia, so she's a little sloppy out there. But all part of the fun. Oh, there's a trail. Oh man.
Through the 2 pastures and made a big loop through the woods, and there was a lot of little side trails in the woods, obstacles and stuff. I kept most of the main trail open because I come in cutting firewood.
Like to drive.
I like to drive. Yeah.
Fun right here.
I was thinking about somewhere along here.
Right, so we just walked the old trail and we found, look at this. This is the LRO old sign from when these trails were made, 30, 40 years ago, for when this was a real event. That's the now defunct Rover magazine. So again, I'm not joking. This was a place. We're gonna try to open those trails up today. It's gonna be pretty interesting. A lot of them are halfway cut. They should need to be cleaned up and made drivable. So we're gonna do that now. All right, we are dropping in. Again, these trails, besides the tractor running them to keep them you know, open. Have not been run in, 30, 40 years. I don't think these are new Defender approved as far as the width, because I'm just squeaking by here, but I also don't really mind. My paint is not precious to me. Should probably address a couple of those trees. All right, almost need a different camera for all the jump outs. Whew. This is where it gets a little sketchy. Slick and it's steep. And just gonna go slow. I don't know if the truck's gonna hold it. Again, this is not the steepest hill ever, but the fact that it's been raining for 4 days and it's just mud, I'm gonna try to lessen the blow here when I inevitably slide off of it. All right, that's why you need a trail truck to do trail stuff. Oh, it's not too bad.
No brake, no brake.
As I slide into all the trees. Whee! Brakes are not your friend. It's a good way to break an arm. Tell Ian to hold up. Question is, does Ian have brakes? Will his power steering work? It's definitely not happy. So he's also LT230 swapped this, which will definitely help his traction. Will, again, this was a $1,200 or $1,500 D1 that he's since put SCT Pros and the roof rack and the I think an eBay lift on it, and it is doing good. Again, this is the way you buy discos. You gotta keep them trail trucks. Holy shit, it's the first time we've seen Alan off-road. Well, the traps allow him to go down a muddy hill. We got Tom Sawyer over here. All right, so we just cleared the swamp drop-in path here, and Zach's gonna be the first one to give it a shot. Let's see how this goes. Just come in through here and then out where you just cut.
And when you get down, when you get past that thing, I'll just go.
Yeah.
Aim for Troy.
Aim for me. I promise it has a bottom, unverified.
Ian found it.
You're on that stump. Just go forward, just go up over it. Yep. Back up. Cut the other way and back up.
Let her eat. Turn your lockers on.
Keep on it.
Let it think for a second. Stop.
Yep, go back. Go forward. Backwards.
Alright. So that's a little deeper than we anticipated. I guess you can open your door. That's good.
Can I?
I don't think so. Well, don't open it. Don't open it. Don't open it. You don't want water to get in. All right.
Winching.
Shoo!
Hold, hold.
How's the front of my bumper? It didn't bend in, did it? 31?
32.
32s? You're in 32 inches of mud.
Probably not gonna happen.
Well, we can't really get from the back now. That all right, so super winch to the test. Yeah. Well,
Oh, is this the first use of the super winch?
well, hold on. We should. Do you want to hook it to that to the tree?
Am I the only one who came prepared?
He's saying his bumper might not be a recovery point, but that's the only thing that actually is. There's got to be down at the bottom.
Oh, that frame rail?
Yeah.
That's not a frame rail, is it?
Put it on the drive line.
Hopefully it's at the bottom. I didn't look.
Oh, we've got a flame bar. We can hook it up. Perfect. Just rip it off. I heard the steering's real strong. I've been here before.
Oh.
I didn't know where this was. Cool. Oh, I got three spool.
Oh my God! It's so deep.
Doing it for you. All right.
Featured by
You
Latrain.
can do it for me next.
Featured by Latrain watches.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, your quality off-road brand of Land Rover watches. All right. This is winch. Oh, he's pulling my truck. Oh, he's coming. Pretty epic.
Easy. Got the lights. New lights.
Well,
Good day.
I'm getting pulled. Hold on.
It's a mud.
Hey, you guys look good though. So it's not the winch, it's the, this is just mud, we're just pulling into it. Ready? My whole truck was moving. Now it's not moving. Now the band of merry men is moving. Woo! Badass winch, boys. I feel like I've exceeded the duty cycle, but it's okay. Stop! Stop! Let it cool down for a second. Let's go.
Driver's side fender.
Nope. So now I'm stuck, pulling Zach out who's stuck, and there'll be some more stuck behind. We're having some fun.
Right here. Watch out.
Got a little mud in your tires there, buddy. Holy crud.
Yeah.
So we created some new trails. We've got a creek crossing and then some new stuff over here. So we're just gonna keep going and see how far we get.
Troy, your door's open.
He's taller than I am. I'm unimpressed with how his traction control has stopped. Hey!
Your lights go off?
No.
Okay.
This will be a good one for new defenders. Man, it looks like his rear tire has been debeated. It is pretty wild that all these trails still have the old markers on them from 30 years ago. Just don't back up into this tree. Man, a good D1 with little lift and some mud tires is like a little billy goat off-road. It is the ideal platform, besides a classic, of course, to mess around and just have a good time in the woods.
This tire, there's this much water on this tire.
Exxon Valdez over here, Zach. Christ. now it is my turn. Oh shit. I was Woo! Oh, you got more stuff. Back up more. Had some debris on the field there. Letting it eat. Uh-oh. Are you in low? Okay. Back up. Try again. All right, so a bridge was built. Didn't film it. I'll drop some footage in for. For the future, and now we're going to run the trails in reverse. And again, we have these old, narrow, small, light trucks. We need to make it accessible for some of the larger trucks. New 110s and 90s and whatnot, so that includes cutting back some of the foliage so it's not scraping everyone's truck. So I'm gonna drop back in. This is a fun bit. You know, when you're building these trails, it's a fine line between building them too easy. There goes my lunch. And too challenging, because again, this is supposed to be made for drivers of all types and styles. So getting down this was no problem. Getting up it after we've rutted it up might be a bit more of a challenge. Alright, so that was that going across. Time for me to hit it. Now, I didn't like how it shot him towards this tree here. That was a good time. I lost everything in the back of my truck. So now it's time for the interview. Woo! 4 Series trucks running on 35 PSI. We're gonna see if we can get him up the slick hill also. There he goes. Don't need the speed and power when you have the traction. Uh-oh. So hill climbs and mud and caked up tires don't work well, so I'm gonna make a new trail backwards. More passenger. All right, driver. All the way driver. All right, I'll keep it straight. All right, so we're gonna try option 2, speed and power. Nope. All right, so I guess I'm just gonna narrate this one. We don't know exactly what happened to Ian's truck here as he's making this hill climb, that wasn't filming for the whole bit of it. But what I'm assuming is a power steering or a transmission line blew, shooting hot flammable transmission ATF onto either exhaust manifold or brake or something, which kind of ignites under the truck. The truck's, we think it's okay. It's still out at Pearl's Pond. This happened right after I left. So more details to come, but right here is where it gets a little wild. Yeah, pretty scary. 2 fire extinguishers to put that out. But that kind of pressure just comes from a line, I think. We're coming out in the Rover farm. Yeah, this is all at the same property, which is pretty cool. So if you brake, got some parts. So again, if anyone's looking for parts, Arby's has the meats, Mike has the parts, so let me know. So that's going to be it for today's video. We built the bridge, we opened up the old trails that have been used in 35 plus years, and we had a good time. We had also been able to test out the Superwinch unintentionally, and honestly really put it to the test. Like I said, when the winch pulls your truck more than the other truck because everything's sliding around, then it's doing its job. So I obviously need to mount things a little bit better, but I couldn't be happier on how all the gear performed. Trucks ran great, still running great. Again, for the budget build like this, I think this is exactly what, this type of community and this type of activity is all about. I can do it on the cheap, I can have fun, I can keep up with everybody else, and I don't have to spend a whole lot of money. And obviously I could jinx myself. I'm sure the truck needs things, but for just banging around in the forest, it did awesome. So big shout out to the ROAV crew. We'll definitely be back a few more times this year to ensure everything is prepped for the big event in September, which unfortunately is already sold out if you're interested in attending. It actually sold out in an hour. So more to come with all of this. Like I said, we're going to be back out there or on another trail soon. Thanks for watching. Share the rest of my videos. Like, subscribe, do all the fun YouTube stuff. And we'll catch you on the next one. Thank you. And do it again.
Passenger, turn passenger. There you go.
Keep going. Keep passenger.
Easy on the gas. Easy. Easy.
That's light. Too light. It's a good day.
Get pulled. unimpressed with how his traction control stopped.